Hi, I'm Marlon Kazarian.
I'm Kyle Mazigian.
I'm Michael Carter.
And I'm Ashley Coe.
Today we're going to be talking to you about enterprise and how they can market themselves towards millennials.
Okay, so today we're showing you how Enterprise Holdings is relevant as an employer from 18 to 24 years old at Southern New Hampshire, comparing it to Putnam and CBS.
Alright, so what information does your group have for the client regarding the employment environment for the target audience? So millennials prefer a work environment that is active. Nowadays everything is so quick and everything moves quick, especially with technology, and millennials are the people that are able to keep up with that. And the kids are used to working with others and coming to a cooperative conclusion. In classrooms nowadays, a lot of times we work together, such as right now. So it's the best way for millennials to do their work. And workplace with many outgoing workers is the best fit for them because everyone seems, for the most part, everyone is very outgoing nowadays, and everyone seems to work better with people that are cooperative. And for the millennial target audience, it would include one that's confident and social, because everyone likes to work with others that are confident, and they're confident in their work. So therefore, they will be able to, be able to get their work done in a more effective manner. And also people that can effectively communicate, because if teammates can't talk to each other, then nothing will be able to get done.
So millennials are important to employers because they're the next generation of workers. If they weren't important to employers, then we simply have a workforce of old people, essentially. Organizations that are more likely to hire millennials are large companies, big organizations, usually with 500 more employees is the most. Because smaller businesses already have their organization kind of set up, and for them to bring in a lot of new, younger employees, they'd have to do a lot of teaching. Whereas when they're bigger companies, they can have a set of new employees and older ones, the ratio. Good. So millennials like to be communicated, or resonates with them. It's not like they just like to see something. It more triggers the positive vibe, so to say, from a company through social networking. Everybody is on the internet. They have Facebook, LinkedIn somewhat. But to see that for them, it gets the brand recognition in their head. They know it. And developmental programs in college. So when they're studying, learning to get their degree, they know the brand, they understand that they care about their growth and success, and that really resonates with college students and future graduates.
Alright, so one thing we really needed to cover when we're talking about enterprise and how they can relate to millennials is how the millennials can coexist with the older generation of workers. So we formed up a list, transparency, so they can see kind of what's going on. They can see a glass window almost, they can see through it. Clear instructions, so when millennials aren't given clear instruction, they may be confused as to what they're doing, as to what their task is. They may have troubles doing their task because of that. And opportunities within the workplace. So one thing that millennials like to hear and like to know when getting employed at a company is that they have opportunities to grow, opportunities to spend a career there, not just a year there. So based on our research and everything, we were thinking that one way that enterprise could really communicate and figure out an innovative way to relate to this new community would be to do a car rental sharing here at SNU. So they could set up a little kiosk in the student center, and they could have employees, which would be millennials, SNU students, running the kiosk and running the car share service, which would then, recruit employees for, you know, further operations in other places. So this way we could then they could relate to the students, they can listen to their ideas on what they think would be the best way to market the car share service here at SNU. And they're also getting the ideas of the student, they're getting the students' ideas sooner, which means they can help market themselves to millennials, making themselves not just a car rental service, but making themselves as a career choice that they have.
Okay, so what are top job factors for new graduates? It's kind of just like what a student gains from college. It could factor into their work life. Even just doing like presentations can honestly prepare you, and like you're confident, and past skills at older jobs can also prepare you just because you're used to like interactions with people, and it should prepare them and get them ready for like the real work environment that you want to go into once you graduate. What are reasons organizations are not hiring new graduates? From just my own opinion, I think it's because college students aren't as prepared as someone who is like 30 years old with like a work experience and has that fast pace of learning new things, and like I guess it's just all on like who's prepared and who's not, what to do and when, just all based on learning.
Alright, so in conclusion, the way Enterprise can reach millennial students here at SNU would be to take advantage of the opportunity here at SNU. You know, open the kiosk, start relating to SNU students early. You don't see Putnam here, you don't see CVS here on campus. Having that familiar face Enterprise here is one step further. They're taking a step into the future practically, and recruiting workers from a different perspective. You know, you see Putnam come in here and they do a presentation, or you see CVS come in here and they say, oh, you can do this, this, and this. But here, if we had Enterprise here, you know, they're really taking the next step into recruiting employees and finding different ways to get our next generation of workers in their workplace.
Any questions? And we're excited.